He wasn't in the gym bag. He's just eating crap off the floor. Max, what are you eating?
Catnip.
Oh, leftover catnip. Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm going through my gym bag, so I figured this would be a good opportunity to show you what I have in here. I have way too much crap, so I'm taking a lot of it out. Some of it's getting washed, some of it's getting thrown out, like some of the junk in here, but I think it's a good opportunity to show you some of the different stuff that we use in Strongman. Let me turn this down. Brian Shaw on. So as you can see, but yeah, this is everything that I had in there. Well, not everything, but there's still some stuff in here. So, go over some of the stuff we use for strongman and powerlifting and stuff. So here, this is what we got for wrist wraps. We use Elite FTS. At least I do. CJ uses Elite FTS as well. We'll get Tanya a pair pretty soon. She starts lifting real heavy. Which one do we got you? We got you the Iron Bull. Yeah. Those are the Iron Bull ones. If we had those, I would show you what those are. But those are basically, I have some that are similar if I can find them. Really good for like general training. It gives you a good amount of support, but nothing crazy. Not for like super heavy lifting. Not for like maxes or competitive powerlifting or anything like that. But I use these ones. They're really long. I'm not gonna take them apart, but they're really long. You wrap them around your wrists and just keeps your wrist from extending back too much. Keeps everything nice and firm, and especially if you got pain in your wrist, really good to get something like that. Chalk, I always bring my own chalk, just in case the gym doesn't have any. Somebody uses the rest of it, I always have some. Plus when I go to contests, they always tell you to bring your own chalk just in case. My elbow sleeves, same idea as the knee sleeves, mostly keep my elbows warm, especially when my elbows are hurting. I'll warm them up really good, like the BFR bands or something like that, get a lot of blood in there. Put cream on here, and I put these on over it. These are a little bit tighter. So these can help you a little bit with weight on the bottom part, because I feel all that compression down here gives you just a little bit of a spray on the bottom. If the weight's real heavy, you don't notice it a whole lot. It just really makes you feel stable and secure. All right, so these here, my knee sleeves. So these aren't real crazy, super tight or anything like that. I get them on without too much trouble. These are mostly just to keep my knees warm and just for like just a small bit of compression. Usually I feel it on the bottom the most. But I wear my whole workout on leg training, for doing yoke, stuff like that. Then this is the soft belt. You'll see a lot of strongmen using these on like moving events and stuff like that. You just get a lot more play with it. And you can use this underneath a lever belt or just a more of a heavy duty powerlifting belt for extra support, like on super heavy yoke or deadlifts or something like that. Typically if I'm just wearing this, it's just warming up or the weight's not too crazy heavy. I just need a little extra support in my midsection, but nothing fancy. It does have some support in the middle here. So there's some plastic rods in here. Just keep your lower back nice and supported. Yeah. Let's go over some straps. I have tried like every strap out there. I don't want to use my grip at all. So if I'm gonna overload my system, doing some holes or something like that out of the rack or whatever, these are good for that. I have not even actually used these yet. It's just something I read. And one of the competitions that I was gonna do, it had these as, you were allowed to use these for straps. You could not use any other straps. You could use these though. And it was for a farmer's carry, and I think it was $275 per hand for distance. So I thought those might come in handy. So these straps was when I was bodybuilding. So really put this underneath the bar and it just keeps your hand more secure. Not the best thing for a PR on deads or anything like that, or if you're gonna do a lot of reps, I mean, it's not too bad. But I really like these for just general training when I'm really not trying to worry about my grip so much or my grip starts failing. I can use these. Don't use these as much as I used to. These are like the regular straps. These are the most common. So with these, you just go around the bar. These are a little more durable, stronger. So this is something that I would use on a regular bar for deadlift. It's typically the only thing I really use it for. My grip strength has gotten a lot better, so I don't need to use straps on bent over rows typically very often, unless I'm doing a lot of volume or something, or my grip's already starting to fail. Then I have these figure 8s. Now I only use these on axle, just because the axle does not have any knurling on it, so there's no grip. It's really fat, so it's hard to use regular straps on it. Not that they won't work, but most people end up using these. So this will go around the bar. So the bar will actually be sitting right in here like this, and you grab onto it. Not a huge fan of how they feel, but they work the best for heavy axle, or especially reps. The axle is so hard to hold on to when it's really fat. You can't even get all the way around it. So for straps this is just a regular band, lightweight. I just use it pretty much for warming up. We use 2 of these on the barbell sometimes when we do deadlifts to make it a little bit harder at the top, but it only goes up to 35 pounds fully stretched, so nothing crazy. Really good for warming up though. Massage ball, this gets used sometimes. Athletic tape, got a lot of stuff in here. Athletic tape, there's so many uses for this. I'm use like a whole video just for this, but I mostly use these on my forearms. I'll wrap it around my forearms a couple times to protect from the stones, and it has like just a little tiny bit of grip. So it's just better when the tacky gets on this rather than on my arms and tears up my skin and stuff like that.
And don't forget using it to get the mohawk.
Oh yeah, I did use this to get the mohawk. So I just put and shaved around it. A lot of uses, but mostly it's for my forearms. Not that I care really if I get bruises and stuff like that here, but when you're training stones like every week, especially when you're trying to really push the limits on it and you're doing reps or you're doing high weight, heavy stones, it's just too distracting. I don't like too much extra pain when it doesn't need to be there. There's a little bit of that. I do like getting little stone kisses, as I call them right here, but when they get to be a little too much, I just throw this on there because I'm trying to focus on what I'm doing. What am I gonna do? The BFR bands. This is what I use to warm up my elbows, especially. I haven't done as much lately, but especially when I have really bad elbow pain. This just goes around nice and tight. What it does, cuts off the blood. Again, a whole separate video, you can talk about these, but that's what I use those for. I always keep some muscle rubs, Tiger Balm. That's liniment. That word's fun to say.
What is it?
Liniment.
Liniment.
I think it's how you say it. That's how it's spelled. Basically a mouth guard. So, might be thinking, what the hell would you need that for? You can punch in the face. Well, sometimes by a log. Yeah. I got interested in it when I saw a lot of the strongmen using it, and they were saying that it kind of just helps them. I don't know if it's like a trigger. Once they put it in, it just feels like, they're ready to go. It's like this mixed with ammonia, just kind of is like mental trigger, which I do get that. Some say it helps align the system and align the muscles in the neck and the traps and stuff like that by clenching down on it. Maybe. I personally got it mostly because I smacked myself in the chin with the log. Not even that hard, but of course my mouth wasn't closed all the way, and I bit the edge of my tongue a little bit. So I took that as a warning, so I used that to just protect my mouth from getting screwed up. Like these, I'm not sure if these will go back in. I don't need these right now. These are just regular gloves. They got the grip on the hands and stuff, so that's just good for certain loading medleys typically. One good question is where the ammonia.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I keep it in the bag because this shit is rank. I don't mind the smell of ammonia though.
I don't either. Does that make us weird?
I can actually smell it like this. Just real faint. Oh yeah. I even got Goo Gone in here.
Oh yeah, for the whatchamacallit.
So this like is exclusive to Strongman to have something like this in your bag, isn't it? Like WD-40, Goo Gone,
Vegetable
oil. They do have actual products that you can purchase that are for the reason I'm going to tell you about. But basically, the Goo Gone, we use it for taking off tacky off of the hands and forearms and stuff. So works really good. Doesn't smell the greatest, but they actually have products that you can buy now that smell better. It's better for your skin. But that's what we use to take tacky off. So I mean, just showing you guys this just so you can see some of the stuff that I use and a lot of the other strongmen use. A lot of the stuff a lot of power lifters use. It's not necessary. When you get to a certain level, some stuff starts becoming necessary and you really need it. A lot of the wrist straps and the belts and stuff like that, they help a lot with pushing yourself to the next level. So if you're gonna get into competition or you're trying to push yourself to the limit, quite a bit of this stuff is very important, I would say. Still not necessary, but it can bring you to a level that you wouldn't normally be. So, you got anything to add?
Pretty soon mine's gonna start looking like yours.
She has a lot of stuff too, though.
I have 2 bags.
Yeah, I know.
But one has all my boxing stuff.
Yep. Yeah, she has boxing stuff in one of them. And just some like random stuff in there too. Like, I think you had like some ankle weights in there. Random.
Yeah.
That's not really her gym bag. It's just got gym stuff in it that stays here. But she's got her own belt that's just like mine. Is yours a lever belt though?
No, it's not a lever belt.
Yeah, hers regular buckle. She's got her own wrist straps. She has her own wrist wraps. She has her own knee sleeves.
Mine are iron bowl too. And
She's-
paper.
Yep. But that's gonna be it for today. I think tomorrow we got deadlifts.
Axle deadlifts.
Yep.